Hello and welcome everyone. We are taking the first looks here at Zelonka. I've really put off buying the premium DLC because I honestly don't think that this one was worth it. I think Platinum definitely was. Premium here, it just seems like you're not getting a whole lot for what you're actually paying for. So we're going to start kind of exploring and taking a look and see what we really think of it, what I really think of it, and if it's worth it. So we are going to start playing here. We're on a 15 times speed today. We are on easy on almost everything. I did turn off all of the buying. We've got plowing, crop destruction, everything like that all turned on. I'm going to be trying to stay realistic. I don't know that it's going to happen. I almost never really manage to completely stay realistic in this game, but we're going to try. So this is what we start off with. I'm sure if you've watched anybody else's videos on Zelonka, I know there've been a lot lately. You've probably seen it, but I mean, we get our little farmhouse, excuse me. We get a couple tractors, we get our trailer, and we get some of the equipment for vegetable crops. And a small chicken coop with some chickens that have no food at all. Let's take a look at our map here. We own 52, 53, and I think we are ready to harvest. Yeah, our wheat here should be ready to harvest. And 54 is already harvested, so there's no reason to try and rush and buy 54 for the extra wheat. So do we have, yeah, we have a harvester. We've got our truck here. We've got a little Deutz harvester. All right, we're going to get it moving here. We've got a worker running it just so that we can start getting that field all taken care of. I want to say this is all emptied and ready to go. Yes, it is. Does need plowing and lime. So let's see. What can we plant of the new vegetable crops? Nothing with seasons on. All right, maybe we'll turn off seasons. I really like playing with seasons a lot better, but it'd be months before we can plant anything new, which is a little bit silly of Giants. You would think they would start it so that you can plant the new crops right away, or that you've got some of the new crops planted. Where'd we go here? Seasonal growth. No. Okay. That way we can go ahead and do that. Do we have a plow? Because if we need to plow the field, we might as well do that first. Owned equipment. Got a disc harrow. That's not going to plow it, though. So we are going to need a plow. What do we have in used? No plows. Okay. With our tractors, what sort of horsepower do we have? 150 and 160. What do you actually take? 320. Yeah, that's kind of limiting us unless we run the 6.9 MT backwards. I don't think Premium added any plows. No, Premium did not add any plows. We got a little under 100,000. I mean, we could buy maybe like the Steiger that I like, the modded one. For 70, that would definitely give us enough to run any sort of plow we wanted to. But we won't really have money for a new field yet. Alright, so I guess we are going to go unrealistic right off the bat. We're going to buy the lizard here and we'll run it backwards so that we can plow that field. And we don't have any spreaders, do we? We don't. So let's take a look at what sort of spreader we can get that'll run lime, hopefully on the cheaper side. I mean, I could do that. That's small, but I mean, we've got a pretty small field right now. I mean, that's still only 12. We're at 80. That's way cheaper than any of those. How big are our fields again? Our fields are pretty small. I think we might just start with the small one. 6 grand. Screw it. We'll stick with being more or less unrealistic, and we'll go for the 6-ton fertilizer spreader. And we're just going to leave it set up as is for now. We're not going to worry about doing anything super big on it because we got small fields. All right, so we are going to need one of our tractors. Our worker is still going over there. Grab this one that has a seeder sitting on the back of it, right? Yeah. And let's run over to the store, which is going to be right over this way. We're going to get some workers going here on everything, and then I think we'll kind of take a drive around the map if I don't just get stuck on all the traffic. Okay. Come on. There we go. So... I don't know if our worker will run this backwards. We might have to plow this field ourselves. I don't remember. Come on. Oh, you don't have a front. 3-point. Okay. All right, there we go. I was wondering if we were going to flip that fertilizer spreader. Worker A is going to get into a little bit of trouble over there, I think, once he gets towards the end, just because of that slant on the field. It might work with the way it's moving. Okay, so we can plow the field, and we're going. Alright, it looks like the worker will do it backwards. Let's double check A's okay, A's good, and I forgot to actually tell it to drop a straw swath, so I'm glad it is, because we will manage to pick that up somehow. Let's real quickly, before we start our drive around town here, grab the wheat that's in that harvester right now. We'll get it to unload for us. Hopefully before he turns around, because I've got crop destruction on. And we'll feed the chickens. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Come on. There we go. Okay. Why aren't you prompted? There we go. Prompt me to unload. And you hardly took anything. 750 liters for my 11 chickens. This will hold 20. Let's... You know what? We won't max it out because 11 will repopulate fast enough into the rest of the 20 anyway. So we'll leave it as it is. So, while the two workers are going on the fields there, let's go kind of take a look around the map. I've seen a little bit of Zelonka. I've been watching some of Daggerwin's videos on it. but I've honestly kind of been trying to stay away from it just because I don't really think it's worth it. The field layout is good for console. We don't have too many crazy misshapen fields that are going to trip up the workers. But I don't know. The map itself, it's a map, right? I mean, there's tons of maps free on ModHub as opposed to having to actually spend money on a map. I don't know. So we've got a dairy down there, biomass, grain pool on the train, grain mill, potato processing. Let's go take a look at the potato processing plant. It was down this way. It's not it right here, is it? What's right here? No, this looks like some sort of grain something or another. Looks like maybe just a sale point even. It is a very neat looking building. Ooh, can't drive. What are we at? That's the grain mill. Okay, so that is purchasable. It is a nice looking production and a nice looking lot on it. And what about over here? All right, so here's the potato production. Interesting. All right, we're going to have to get into some of these new productions and things. Let me take a look at lot prices real quick, because it would be nice to kind of instantly expand to some new fields. We would almost have to stay really close. And that's a big field. There are some very large ones. There is a little bit of forestry area. Oh, quite a few forestry areas compared to like Elm Creek or some of the others. I think Giants is kind of learning that enough people like forestry in here that they need to really go up with forestry. All right. Let's just kind of take a drive around real quick. Let me take a look at our map here. Our workers are still going. Kind of head south and loop back up. Stay zoomed out kind of as much as we can just so we can see the map a bit more. What is this? Wood sales. Okay. Let's head down this way. This is what I was looking for. I don't know. I'm not sure how much I'm really going to play on this map. I'm going to try and I think keep this as a separate live series and then keep doing the Western Wild series for videos and trying to come out with some other ideas too. Those are some nice sized fields. Good space around them. Those will be easy for console. If the left side here comes with the plot, that'd be nice for productions. We're going to cut through the woods right here, and I think this was kind of one of the forestry plots. None of these trees are really going to be great for forestry, though. Nice big fields down here. And let's pop up through the wooded side over here, because that was all a forestry plot. And yet most of these trees are not looking like prime trees. Oak. Aspen. Yeah, like these aren't... It's not like you've got a pine forest or anything to really So you would almost have to come through. I mean, maybe these aspens would be good. I don't know. I don't think I've done much with those before, seen much with those in terms of forestry. I don't know if those are new or if those are already in-game. I don't know. This still seems really kind of lackluster to me. I mean, the map makes for a good console map. Root crops nobody has ever really liked in here because they take too long to harvest, too long to deal with. I do have the Colossal Harvester on, and I think they set that back up to work with. That U-turn was weird. I think they set that up to work with Premium here, but it just seems like it's gonna be 17, 18 bucks, whatever it was, 20 bucks. I don't remember what it is. I want to say it's like 17 something with Game Pass. Spinneries over here. Oh, we gotta pop back to our workers. Okay. I don't know. I know some of the production seemed to make it a lot more worth it to do some of the root crop stuff, but I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I mean, I really feel like it's not worth it. Platinum, they gave you enough new things, especially with the winches and the yarders, to make it worth buying because it gave you a lot more functionality in the game. I mean, all they've done is add a couple more crops and the equipment to go for the crops, really, as far as I can tell, which to me is, if I can drive, is not really worth it. You guys need to let me know what you think. This will be posted up too once this live stream's done, and let me know in the comments if you watch this. Do you think Premium Edition is worth it? I will say, if you haven't bought FS22 yet, the FS22 Premium Edition game, I think it is what they're calling it, where it comes with the Year 1 and Year 2 season passes, it kind of does make it worth it because you get a lot more content for almost the same price as the base game by itself. Cut across this farm tract. And that probably would be worth it, because you're getting way more than just simply the premium expansion here. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess we'll reset this back to the store and get back to work in the farm, because our plow is done here. And we're going to need some lime. We'll take a look at wheat prices, and we'll have to see if we... I think I've got some small forage wagons. Maybe we'll get a small forage wagon for the straw. Okay. I mean, I suppose I could have just not plowed it or kept plowing off. That's kind of my argument for using an unrealistic plow, I suppose. Is... there's a lot of other things I could have done to not have to get a tiny plow that would have taken forever. It's kind of weird that they gave us 2 trailers right off the bat. Alright, I need to grab our fertilizer spreader, and I need to get some lime. I don't know. Always advertising. Goville. Now available. More money to spend. Yay! And the horse aggravation pack. I mean, a lot of that stuff is good. Goville did put a lot of newer balers and things into the game. We'll maybe even try and grab one later here. It's just that right now I don't think we'll have the money for them. Alright, lime. Let's do 2. You know what? Screw it. Let's do 4. We're not going to actually bother picking them up. We're just going to refill the seeder right here and do it that way. If our tractor can get back to it. Come on. You can do it! There we go. Refill, come on. I kind of wish this was instant. I mean, it's already fake the way you're doing it. Why not just make it instantly fill it into the seeder instead of having to wait, or into the fertilizer spreader? I normally do this with a seeder, which is why I'm thinking seeder. I've really been trying to stick more towards using a seed tender or an auger wagon, though, to fill this stuff up, just because it does add a little bit more to the game, I feel like. Alright, so I only fit 3, so I gotta remember that when I fill it back up with fertilizer, that it won't actually take 4. They have a lot of traffic in here. I normally leave traffic on because there's usually not a ton, but there's a lot of traffic in this map. Okay. We're gonna go over by the seeder there, that way I don't have to worry about it headbutting into the seeder and not being able to keep going. With the fact that you do have a little grass field, come on. The fact that you do have a little grass field over here too, it makes it seems really strange to me that they don't give you some sort of mower to start with. But we'll get a small mower. Alright, so they're going, our day's almost half over at this point. We're still doing that. We're gonna need a forage wagon and maybe a small mower. What do I have in terms of seeding too? Let's see. For the new crops, I should say. That was the harvester. Alright, let's just take a look at what we own. Vegetable technology. Harvester. Special planter. Alright. We've got a disc harrow. So there's, I think, something we need to make the rows on it. That it looks like we'll have to buy. I think that's actually what gives us our fertilized status, if I remember right. So, vegetable tech, where is it? There it is, right next to me. Ridger, right there, 30 grand. Or 60, but you go up to 270 horsepower, which we don't have right now, I don't think. Oh, so you can have it set up to run the planter right behind it, it looks like. Alright, well, let's do that. 34. We're really running out of money. Do you have seeds? Oh, you're the plant. No, you're the disc harrow. You're the planter. You have 16 liters of seeds. That's not a whole lot. We are probably going to need seeds. Do we have anywhere that does seeds in bulk? Wrong menu. There we go. Seeds, 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 seeds. Nope, just buying. Nobody is selling seeds. Of course not. It's alright. So we're going to need that, and we're going to need that, and we're going to need seeds. And I think I still got a tractor somewhere, right? Yeah, I got a tractor right here. All right, we're going to take you off. And we're finally going to be able to get into some of the new crops. Push you out of the way. I hope we have the power to run both the ridger and the planter at the same time. I didn't really think about that. What am I doing? Lower. Thank you. There we go. And red beet, parsnips, or carrots. I want to do carrots. We're going to do carrots. Lift you up. If I lower you, do you both lower? You do. Alright, that's cool. That'll help. You're going along on the fertilizer. Let's start planting this. Okay. I have an AI worker start running that, and I need to take a look at something real quick. All right. So we are planting, or our workers planting here. We're just kind of riding along just so that I don't have to worry about messing up my rows. And it is rowing and seeding at the same time. This might actually be enough seed to take care of this whole field. It is going really slow on the seed. We're at a 50% fertilized state, so I probably do need to still do a batch of fertilizer. Oh, and I didn't need to buy anywhere near the amount of lime we bought. Oh well. Let's drop this lime out. We're gonna do it right over at the store for right now. We'll unload it at the store. And we'll grab some fertilizer for the next round here. Unload. Cool. And let's just grab... Where's our fertilizer? There's our fertilizer. Let's grab 2 bags of fertilizer. We'll hold 3. It barely went through any lime. It does usually do a bit more fertilizer than lime, but I mean, that still shouldn't be that much more. It is a small field. I kind of wonder, I might almost want to compare that later on. I wonder if that's smaller field than on Elm Creek to start with, or if it's more. I don't know. We will find that out at some point, maybe. I don't know. Let me know if you're interested in that, and maybe I'll end up doing that into the video. And I think I'm going to put out an actual video about what I think of this whole expansion. We are not going to be able to fertilize just yet. So let's kind of just leave this here. You're done. Okay, let's go and drop this into our trailer. And we're gonna need a forage wagon for all the straw. Because I really don't want to just till it in. I think I do have some small modded forage wagons turned on. Yeah, with less than 30 grand, we're not going to afford a baler. Unless it's a tiny square baler or something, but I feel like the forage wagon at this point is going to be a lot easier to deal with. Alright, so let's take a look here. Let's check balers first just to make sure. You'd be 23. I mean, that's expensive. That's 8 grand. And there's a small auto load trailer with it. It is small square bales, but that'd be okay. Forage wagons. 4 grand. Yeah, let's buy that. I don't think that really makes any difference. Okay. We've got it. I almost want to buy a really small tractor right now, too. To run it. I was wondering if Premium put any small tractors in. Doesn't look like it. So I could get the little farm all I like. The John Deere would probably run it. How much was the farm all? 35. Alright, we're gonna get the little farm all. And we'll put it 4-wheel and we'll up our engine because it doesn't cost us anything. Oh, I don't know if that'll hook up without getting a drawbar. You've got a regular trailer set up and no 3-point. There we go. We can do 3-point. You've got a ball hitch. Let's take a look at the forage wagon, I suppose. Close that, and we can just kind of move this out of the way. Because I could always just use one of the tractors, too. I mean, I can't fertilize yet, so we could grab that one. Maybe we'll do that, and we'll kind of cheap out a little bit. Looks like a pin hitch. Yeah, let's just grab the Zeter over here. And hopefully our fertilizer spreader doesn't fall too far away. Okay. I don't know where we're going to be selling it. Who knows? Maybe we'll sell it on the train. We're going to have to see here. Because we have absolutely no use for the straw right now, and I don't really feel like putting up any productions that'll take the straw. I don't think I have any, like, super small cow barns or anything, and at this point we probably don't have the money for it either. We might need more than one load of this, too. We'll see if I can dump it into the silo they gave us. And then I can end up filling a trailer after. Yeah, because that put us at 20%, so we can only do 5 passes. Maybe I should have bought a better forage wagon. I don't know. We're not going to need it much at all right now. That's why I figured we'd just get a cheap one for now. I am usually a fan of trying to buy it bigger first and not have to buy it again, but when you're almost out of money, there's not much you can do. It's either just leave the straw in the field and not get any money for it, or at least buy something to pick it up, and we'll probably pretty much pay off this forage wagon. I don't know that we'll profit much beyond it, but at least we'll be able to keep making money off of hay. We are going to need to keep doing some wheat for the chickens, and we'll probably get a bigger chicken pen at some point. Chicken barn? Chicken coop, I suppose, technically. We'll see. I don't know. We are gonna get going, though, with it. Probably one more row here, and then we'll have to dump it. Hopefully that silo will hold it. If not, maybe we'll have to just dump it in a pile. I don't think we're gonna have the money for another silo. Or I suppose we could just go sell it. Yeah, there we go, 100%. Let's see if it'll dump in the silo. I'd rather do that. I'd really rather just dump it in the silo. I don't know if it'll take it. Let's find out. Let's find out. Come on. Please, 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 please. Please? No. There's almost no way I'm going to get the tip into that other trailer. Let's see if I can kind of sort of finagle it. Oh, you know what? It's not going to hold that much anyway. It's a realistic trailer. Alright. We're going to have to see where we can sell it, and we'll go sell it. How's our planter doing? You're still running, you're rowing and planting. Okay, hook that up, and let's take a look at where we can sell some straw. Really doesn't matter where, it's within $5 of each. So we've either got animal dealer, biomass, or farmer's market. Let's see where some things are here. Animal dealer's right up that way. Bakery. Supermarket, piano. I know that's a new factory. Farmer's market is right down that way. Animal dealer's probably closer. Biogas, I think, was like down over this way somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah, down there. Alright, I guess first one we'll go head up to the animal dealer, and the next one maybe we'll take a look at the farmer's market just so we can kind of see a little bit more of the map. 15 miles an hour. Okay. Maybe I should have done bales. I could have at least used the truck to haul around the bale trailer, I think. Or loaded the back of the truck with bales. That always takes a little while, though. And there's the dog saying hi, if you can hear him. Okay, so... looks like our sale point is right here. Yeah, we're making a decent amount of money even just off this one load. $876. We might not pay off the trailer. I think we'll pretty much just pay it off, the forage wagon here. It's probably a good thing I didn't buy another small tractor to run it just because we wouldn't have paid for it. But I feel like we need more tractors. I always like kind of having at least 3 because you can knock out all of your field work real quick. mean, I suppose right now there's not much else we could be doing because we still can't really fertilize this field. We're going to have to wait probably until it's finished planting, and we can't start plowing the other field or anything until we get all this hay or straw off. So I guess we really don't need it yet. I don't know. It feels weird to me in here when you don't have any sort of, or don't have enough tractors, don't have a third tractor. Maybe that's just me, though. I do like that we started with 2 at least. I want to say Elm Creek you start with 3 when you're on easy, but whatever. It just kind of feels like you started with very little on this map. On easy. Or new farmer, I suppose it's not technically called easy. I don't think I'll destroy... Nope, I won't destroy neighboring crops. I'm not going to worry too much about little spots like that and perfectly cleaning this field, because it's not like we make a ton off the straw. It's kind of just to pay for the forage wagon as a little bit of an investment and start repaying things. This field will probably go ahead and replant as something that we can use for chicken feed, because like I said, I plan on expanding on our chickens just because we can, and because the chickens are pretty profitable. Alright, I guess we can only do every other with our turning radius. And we're already almost at the end of our first day. I really hope that'll finish getting seeded. If I can't end up fertilizing it, I guess we miss our fertilizer bonus. That would not be the end of the world. And we've got seasons off, so it's not like it really matters when we get things done, I suppose, as far as crops go. We should have at least enough time for that to finish planting, though. I do usually like having a much slower time frame going on. I mean, if you've watched my other stuff, I'm sure you probably know that, but I want this to go quick. Alright, we've got that filled up. Farm shop is down the other way. I see it down there by field 35. Yeah, animal dealer's a little bit closer, I think. Alright, let's keep our map on so that I don't get lost, because I will definitely get lost. I don't know. I still don't know what I think of this. I really kind of think that I'm not excited with this DLC. There's nothing wrong with it, and I guess if you really like vegetables, good for you if you really want to do the other crop types. But I mean, we've seen different crop types on mod maps as well. Mainly PC, it's a little bit tougher to get those onto console. It seems like a lot of money to me for not much new functionality. The game is mainly supported by modders. We know that. Like, modders bring all kinds of new stuff into FarmSim that Giants doesn't. So why are we not getting things that the modders can't do? I guess they couldn't necessarily do the whole new equipment setup for all the vegetable crops, but like I said, the root crops just don't do well. Nobody tends to want the root crops, and I passed up our sell point because I thought it was the graded one. Okay. $900. So we're, what, about a third of the way to paying for this? We're at 800 and 900, and this was about 4,000, so that puts us at like 17 out of 4,000 or so. Yeah, about a third of the way. I mean, like I said, I think we're going to pay this off for picking up all of the straw on that field that we're working on. I really don't want to farm during the night here because it just gets so freaking dark. So I think as soon as I get back to the farm, we'll skip to next month here, next day, which will mean we're only going to have like half of our field planted with carrots and the other half will be lagging a month behind, but oh well. I'd rather not just be sitting here in the dark or playing in the dark. I mean, it does seem to take a very long time with that planter. I kind of think if we were doing wheat, it would have been done by now. Okay, shut that off, and we'll skip to tomorrow. Is that... Nope, that's where... Why is the wardrobe, like, in the corner here? I don't get that. Are you supposed to be pulling your clothes out of those little boxes? See, that's the thing, too. Like, you can't even go into this house. Most modded homes, whatever you want to call them, modded spawn points, you can at least go into them. You can't go into this house. I mean, they put you a little clothes dryer back here and stuff in this little backyard that you can't do anything with. It's a neat looking building, but you should be able to at least go into it. I don't know. I'm not sold on this DLC. I'm really not. And I should have gone a little bit later in the day because we are still dark. Let's advance our time a little bit and get out of the dark. There we go. Drop you back down to 15. Yeah, we'll definitely pay for this forage wagon. We've got enough straw sitting here. So we will be paying for it at the very least. And maybe turning a profit. Because if we're a third away, that means we need like 6, and I don't think we're going to get less than that at the very least. See, that field just got limed. I almost do want to see if we can buy 54. I mean, I'd probably have to pick up a contract or something, and I kind of don't want to do the contracts in here just because I really want to see what there is to offer in Premium. That is the point of this today, is trying to see what Premium offers to make it worth the $20, $18, whatever it is. I should look that up real quick. Let's see here. Let's pull up Mod Hub while I'm doing this. It's almost like, you know, texting on your phone, right? I mean, driving and texting, driving and looking something up online. I don't know. When I do this and I'm playing PUBG, I always crash the car. So we'll see. $20 is standard pricing on it. At least US, it's 20. $19.99. So is it going to be worth that? Is it worth that? I don't know. We gotta find out here. Let's get all this picked up. And it's still seeding over there. Hopefully we won't be destroying crop when we fertilize. And we're at 100%. All right, let's double check our prices, see if anything changed. Farmer's Market's the best now. Yeah, by $5. It doesn't really matter that much. you know what? We want to see the map. Let's go down to biogas. Let's set it as a waypoint. Oh, actually, that's not really that far either, because we can just cut down these farm tracks here. That might actually be the easiest one to get to. Wow. Okay. So, if that's going to be easier to get to, we'll go there. Yeah, we got to get that field cleaned up. We still got that going. I really wish I had the money for another tractor right now. I really do. But I don't. At least I don't think I do if we want to try and keep expanding things too. I'm going to have to see how many eggs our chickens have put out so far. While this is driving, let's take a look at sale price on those. Where are we? We need to go higher up. Come on, I think. There we are. Yeah, that's a decent price. We will go up. We'll go up a good bit. Go up to 42. So we'll go up almost another 1,000 at least. I don't know. I think... I mean, if we have a whole pallet, we can sell it off. If we're not at a whole pallet, I don't know that there's much of a point right now. We really don't have that many chickens. Stump our straw. I suppose we could sell some of the wheat off, especially since they hold so few because we have so few chickens. But I do have a good number of modded chicken pens, chicken coops installed that'll definitely hold more. Almost 1,000, so we're close to paid off on this now. We had 17, we're at about 2,700 on it, and it was 4 grand. So yeah, it'll at least pay for the forage wagon here, buying it. And my wife just bought a TV that was on sale. So I'm getting a new TV, apparently. That's fun. Alright, so let's see here. We need to get back up. And get all this stuff pulled off. Still. Ooh, our planter's almost done. It's what, working on the last stripe, I think? Last one or two? Last one. There we go, we are almost planted, then I can set that to fertilize. That is going really wide, it looks like. Yeah, that's being generous. It will have one more stripe, but... I mean, that's giving me like almost a full extra meter. And doesn't have them ridged, weirdly, it looks like. Okay. Let's see. We gotta finish this up. Let me take a look at the chickens real fast here. Make sure they don't need food. Yeah, they don't need food. And we're still at 11. What's our production on them? Our reproduction. I probably should have turned off autosave, but whenever I turn off autosave, I wind up destroying the game somehow or another. Reproduction's at 50%, so they'll reproduce next month, so I'm not going to buy more. Alright, we'll let that finish up. And as soon as it's done, we'll get that field fertilized. And hopefully not destroy any of the crops that were just planted. I guess I should have fertilized first. And then that would have maybe given me the second fertilizing stage. I don't know. I might have to play around with that and find out. I know I don't have access to that land. There's nothing to pick up off of it anyway. Okay, you're still not quite done, so let's do another row. I think this at 10 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour is moving faster than our planter over there does. I couldn't imagine doing one of the huge fields with that planter, even probably the larger one, because I don't think it was that much larger. I can't imagine it moves too much faster. Back through, and this is going to be filled up, and I'll get maybe 2 more loads of straw. Okay, it just finished. We will fill this up, and can I get a worker to drive it down to... let's see, what was the best sale price? I think that was the farmer's market, right? Ah, it's $1 difference. It doesn't matter. I'm going to untag you. We're going to see if I can get a worker to drive down there, because that is a fairly straight shot. They should be able to. In fact, if you just drive to, like, right there, that'll help. All right, so let's drop off our seeder and crop rower. I don't know. What's that technically called? Anybody know? No? All right, I don't know. Drop this stuff off, because we are done with it for now. Detach. Does this building open? Hey, it does open. It is a tiny shed. I don't think our tractors would even fit in here. Holy cow. Why do we have such a tiny shed? Is the side open? No. Alright, we'll get rid of that soon, because that's gonna do nothing but take up space. That's kind of silly. Alright. You know, I should have used this tractor for the forage wagon, because it is a little bit faster and would get us to and from our sale point faster, but oh well. I think it's also got a little bit more horsepower to it, so I don't know if the other would have survived. Cool, we're not destroying any crop. That's interesting that it planted some of the carrots the wrong direction over here. That's very interesting. Alright, let's turn you on. And you're almost... Wow, you want to really out of the way. Alright, so we're going to take you over and drive over some neighbors' fields, because why not? Right? What do our neighbors need fields for? It's pointless, right? I don't know. I kind of wish that it would destroy the crops and then charge you for it, because it would just be a neat game mechanic, as opposed to just simply cutting across the field and suffering nothing for it. It would. It'd be interesting, at the very least. Alright, let's sell this off. This will be about another 1,000, which I think will pay off buying the forage wagon here. If I'm remembering things correctly. I think that about pays it off. Alright, there we go. That's dropped off. How far are we again? I know we're pretty close. And that's fertilizing, and I got nothing else to really do, so I might as well just drive it back, as opposed to sending it and then hopping back over to something else. Oh. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me just because I'm still drinking coffee and it's 1:30 here for me. But I'm okay with that. I really am. There is nothing better than a good cup of coffee. Alright, let's get back here. And that stopped. Did that finish fertilizing now? It seems like it didn't get the last stripe over here, maybe. Oh, I had rocks in the field too. Great. Fertilized 50%. Fertilized 100%. Yeah, you didn't get the last stripe. Do I have to wait? Oh, I might have to wait, because you know what? That'll count as being fertilized one level this time, I betcha. Let's try running it through real quick just to see. Yeah, I'm not using any fertilizer. That's counting as being fertilized this time. I gotta wait until next month here to do it that time. Alright, so let's drop that. Come on, detach. Alright. And we will grab our cheaty plow here. And we're going to swap tractors. We're going to have that tractor plow, I think, and this tractor do the straw pickup work, the forage work, because it's going to be a little bit faster with this thing driving back and forth to the sale point. You need to pick it up backwards, so let's drop this about right here. Detach. Nope, detach. Come on, there you go. Do I need to actually plow? I do need to plow. Okay. I need a plow and I need a lime, so I will have to redo that spreader to pick up lime instead. Let's pop down here. I just gotta hope that we don't end up destroying the rest of that straw while this is fertilizing. I think, or plowing. I think this will be quick enough, though, to pick up the rest of our straw. Alright. Let's get that going. And let's get the rest of the straw picked up. And we're at 10 o'clock with 10 to 15 times speed on still. So I think I should have enough time to turn this field over. This will probably just go back to being wheat again. Wheat or else sorghum. I gotta take a look. I gotta see which crop we can feed chickens is going for the highest on this map. Whether it's wheat, sorghum, or barley. Because we're gonna have to keep the chickens fed. And I don't really want to have to save all of that wheat we have. I would like to sell some of it off, because otherwise it's going to be slow going to get some money. So, let's see here. The goal is pretty much to try and make money as fast as we can so that we can do everything in premium here. Because I still don't know if it's worth it. I really don't. I bought it, I paid for it, but I kind of feel like I wasted the money. That's why I really was putting off buying it, just because I don't think that what you get is worth it. Platinum definitely was, but you don't seem to get as much out of premium as you are in, or did in platinum. So we're gonna see. I think I'm gonna be able to pick all this up. It looks like he missed a spot over there with the plow. I might be leaving a little bit, and we might not be able to end up picking it up. And if that's the case, oh well. Yeah, I think I'm only getting this one row here before I have to go sell it. Come on, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. No, no, you're gonna be full. Don't fill. Don't fill. Don't fill. Yeah, you're filling. 100%. All right. Let's race down to the biogas plant and see if we can beat our tractor up to the straw there. And let's go. Come on. Come on. Faster, faster, faster. You're going as fast as you can. Okay. Well then. Oh, let's see here. Come on. I think after I pick up this last bit, we are going to take a bit of a break and call it for now. Because we've been going for a little over an hour, and I think a break would be a good thing. Have some lunch. I haven't had lunch yet. Alright. Yep, we're beating him back to the straw. We got it in the bag. He's nowhere near it. It does move fast with being mounted backwards, but it's not going that fast. So we've got a little bit of straw left to pick up, and I might wait to sell it. Tops 148. Yeah, we'll just wait. We don't need to sell it off yet. We won't have a full wagon load. Pick this little bit up just because we can. And then I got these couple stripes left. I think I'm going to end up getting one of the small zero-turn modded or ride-on modded mowers for our little grass field there, and we'll maybe just sell it off as grass, little at a time. I'll have to take a look at what silos I have on here, because I would like a multi-fruit silo that'll hold straw and grass and everything, so we don't have to just instantly sell it. I know I've got a couple of like small mower bar mods on too, so we could go that route and just mow it all down and then pick it up with the forage wagon, but that'll take a lot of time without a windrow. So we'll see. I mean, so far my thoughts are this crop is, or the root crops here take way too long to plant, and the starting farm is a little bit lacking. I mean, I guess I can open and go into our chicken shed that is neat, but again is pointless. Oh, is there light? There's two small lights. I guess maybe if you have unliftable pallets and big bags, you can throw big bags in there. And there's a little speaker out here apparently. But it just seems lackluster to me for our starting farm. Really quickly, let's see if we were to get rid of that. All right, we're selling that right now because that'll be an extra $4 grand. What silos do I have before we call it here? Nothing that's all that cheap. Yeah, 30 grand. I think that was 20. I think that's a multi-fruit. Yeah, that's a multi-fruit. So the cheapest would be 20. That would be almost all of our money right now. Okay. So yeah, we're going to hold off on a silo until we make some more money. We're still not even at a pallet of eggs yet. So that's not worth trying to sell. We're going to have another month before they reproduce. Can I open this? No, I can't open that. All right. So thank you anybody for watching who did watch. Thank you everybody for watching, I should say. And I think I will pick up another stream in a little while. We'll see. This was kind of impromptu. I just kind of lucked out with getting some free time where I wasn't going to be getting bothered too much, so I did the stream. This guy's almost done. We will call it for right now. And like I said, I think I will pop on and do another live stream in a little bit here. So in case I don't, everybody have a fantastic day. Happy gaming, and I should be seeing you later.